Hello guys, today we are talking about industrial and organizational psychology, a third year course. Today we will be having an overview to the course, and we also encourage you to please subscribe to our channel, and then you see a lot of things we have done already in the channel. So today we are giving an overview to the course industrial psychology. So we know in the first we understand that this industrial psychology has to do with the a branch of psychology that deal with work-related behaviors. Yes, the behavior that goes on in the workplace and how the client or the employees feel, how they are being treated, and how they treat the organization also, right? Yeah, we're going to be reviewing that. There are two major factors that led to the emergence of organizational or say industrial psychology. The one is the interest of these psychologists, or let's say organizations, not psychology this time, their interest to improve efficiency. They feel that how do we make these employees give better or perform better in work, better productivity. Secondly is the pragmatic nature or basic psychological research. Research has been going on, things have been invented, a lot of things has been going on, and they feel we can adopt this research into workplace, and these are the things that led to industrial psychology or psychology in the industry. So, in the past, psychology was majorly theoretical and never in the applied or practical aspect. However, researchers have have gathered some telegraphs. The fact that first research was on telegraphers, and they've seen how they receive data and how they operate, and the research was really serendipitously beneficial, and they decided to meet with American Psychology Association, and so that they advise them to focus on practice of industrial/organization psychology. So an example of the man that did this contribution is called Brian. Yes, so their interest to increase efficiency is very beneficial. Their interest, that is one of the reasons that led to the beginning of organizational psychology. Frederick Taylor, right? Frederick Taylor is one of the names you'll be seeing. Frederick Taylor and Mayo, yeah. Uh, Frederick Taylor and Saylor in 1901, yes, they published a book we call Principles of Scientific Management. Principles of Scientific Management, and this book, yes, in that book, the principles state that the best room should be selected for the best job, right? The best room should be selected for the best job. Number two, appropriate training should be given on how to carry out that job, and the right incentives should be given, yes, to the workers. Yes, so in later years, another stuff we may need to know about this history of industrial psychology is at some point later in 1907, yeah, William James invited Hugo Monsterberg, yes, and Walter Scott. He invited them, and they 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 turned out later to become the father of industrial psychology because of their contribution. Yes, because they talked about psychology efficiency. Yes, the book they wrote at that point was called the Industrial Efficiency. Psychology and Industrial Efficiency, that is the name of the book. They wrote that book, and till date they are regarded as father of industrial psychology. Hugo Monsterberg and Walter Scott, and they listed in their own book three principles guiding the work. Yes, one is to select the best man. Number two, design the best a best workable condition or work condition, a good work condition. Then number three, use psychology in sales. Use psychology in sales, right? So Ethan Mayer in 1953, no, 1923, yes. You remember the Hawthorne's effect. Another contribution was this Ethan Mayer's Hawthorne effect, a electric company in Chicago where they researched on light effect on work performance and productivity. And you understand, they are looking for how efficient can workers become and everything to improve their efficiency. And in this research, they were able to find a lot of things and discover what happens, the effect of light, or as a matter of fact, they serendipitously discovered that supervision is very beneficial to work efficiency. Yes. So during the World War I and World War II, yes, the need to recruit soldiers came up, and the need for use of psychological tests also popped up. Yes, use of psychological tests also popped up. That was Robert Yates when they talked about alpha test and beta test. Alpha for the literate group and beta test for non-literate group and everything, right? So before the World War I, or before this use of psychological tests in the World War, others have been using it, what they call the Quasar application or Quasar tests. Yes, they call it Quasar psychological tests, and they have been using it to employ workers. Yes, these tests help so much. The beta one, the alpha one, and beta. No, the alpha test and the beta test, because it helps a lot to recruit soldiers in the World War. So they trained them, and in fact, in the World War II, psychologists, the need for psychologists to also come to train the soldiers in some mental tests and everything. So psychologists became more interested in this time in the war in the area of how do we design work equipment to suit these soldiers better. Yeah, that is another contribution that led to this industrial psychology. Then that is when we talk about the ergonomics, man-machine factors and everything. So before you know it, IO psychology spread and came into academia and was transformed and later became more systematic. Yes, it became more systematic, and this is the little contributions and history we can submit concerning industrial psychology. Thank you, and see you in the next video.